Hello, brothers and sisters and people of the world. What I want to talk about is this peace plan. It's come into more focus now. More has come out about it. And I have never heard a man do more doublespeak than what Donald Trump has done. I don't hate the man. I pray for him. He's the leader of this country. He's done many good things for this country. But he has assured its destruction and cursed by God. And this is why. The lands that God owns them and gave to the Hebrews are being turned right around by Gentiles and be given to the enemies of the Hebrews. That's called cursing Israel. That's called dividing Israel. Now, he said that Jerusalem is the forever capital of Israel. And then turns right around and says, but Eastern Jerusalem can be the capital of the Palestinian state and they can put their embassy there. What? Either it's the forever capital of Israel or it's not. So evidently to him, it's both Israeli and Palestinian. That can't happen. God says what he will do to people that do this. This little economic thing we got going on right now, it's going to be short-lived. God is going to crush this country. He's going to take us down a couple pegs. And I think it all kicks off with the rapture. Because you see, Donald Trump knows there is no way that the Palestinians can accept this. Or he is just thinking that he doesn't understand the religious leadership of these countries that are Muslim, that are violent, that want Israel gone off the map. All their maps over there, Israel's not included in. According to them, that is Palestinian land. That's what they want. They either have to start faking, pretending like they're going along with it, craft a council like Psalm 83 says, or they're going to attack. They have over 100,000 rockets and missiles and mortars pointed at them from all these countries that now exist within Israel that the United States and others have given to the Israeli enemies. Palestinians are not going to accept Israel. Giving them a small portion of Eastern Jerusalem when they consider all of Jerusalem theirs is insulting to them. They're going to have to do something. Thus, many Christians like myself say this is going to be the precursor to the peace plan brought by the Antichrist. But first, the Psalm 83 war happens and removes all opposition to the peace plan. The Antichrist will come along and enforce this peace plan and strengthen it by making some changes to it. And Israel is going to double in size. Jordan is Israel, according to the lands given to them by God. We have got conflict coming up. What's to say that we don't have the big earthquake on the West Coast that triggers the big earthquake on the East Coast? We are destroyed. And at the same time, the rapture happens. Geopolitics instantly shifts right away when that happens. United States falls out of power. Roman Empire arises. It's all written in the clouds, written in the book. And we have whole sex-hole denominations of so-called Christians voting for a man that just divided the lands of Israel. Again. Oh, something's bad's going to happen. I can feel it. I can feel God's going, earthquake, triple-sized hurricane, something East Coast, West Coast. Something's going to cause us to withdraw our forces from there and get a hold of ourselves here. Maybe it will be the Civil War. They just said in their impeachment trial that no witnesses, though they think it'll be over by Wednesday. Donald Trump acquitted. Do you think the lefty radical weirdos are going to settle for that? Have a little bit of food and water built up. Because if Donald Trump takes care of these people or they take care of him, either way there's going to be conflict. There's going to be martial law. Food supplies are going to be interrupted. Won't be nothing long term, but it'll be enough to cause an inconvenience to people that aren't prepared. Do you think these looting mobs and stuff going into stores is going to be less or more? I tell you that if this kicks off, whole cities are going to burn from these looting mobs. And I tell you now, the military will kill them. Donald Trump's not that retard, like the retards in the past. It soft sells all these things. He says, you hit me, I'm going to hit you. You act up, I'm going to hit you. Soleimani was a prime example of that. Dead. He'll tell his troops, and it will be military doing this, you kill on sight any looters or rioters. Because that's what the Democratic Party is pushing for. They're riling up all these Democrats to do something stupid. And that's, for all I know, that's part of the plan to bring down America. Either way, it's coming. We're to close. We are there. Brothers and sisters, I will see you in heaven. And if you're not a believer, what you're about to see, you had better become a believer. You take the mark of the beast in the 7-year tribulation, you're done for. You will never see heaven. You will go straight to the lake of fire. Or you'll go to hell, then be dumped. Hell will be emptied into the lake of fire. It's your choice. You have a perfect free will to exercise that choice. I don't want to hear you bitch, moan, and whine, and complain once you're cast somewhere you don't want to go. You chose to go there. You chose to ignore the gospel. You chose to willfully ignore study of the scriptures to learn about what's happening. Because I'm not making any other decisions but by reading the scriptures and watching these end-time prophecies being fulfilled one by one. I started reading the Bible from Revelation back to Genesis to see what's going to happen. All right, believe the gospel. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, 1 through 4. Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 and 9. You believe that, you're saved. I recommend you believe that now, because before too long, you're going to suffer like you've never suffered before. 2/3 of this world is going to die. Plague, war, disease, famine, no rain. Oh, it's going to be ugly. And thank God we're not going to be here to see it. We'll be home.